Gotta warm up the voice.
Hey guys, I just
Welcome back to the
broke up.
podcast. Today we're doing an Am I the Asshole episode
By the asshole
where we
for
read.
punching a toddler in the face. I'm gonna go take a shit real quick.
That's gonna be the intro. I'm gonna make that the intro.
Okay, do it.
Welcome back to the Nizardi podcast. Today,
Hello.
today we're going to be doing an actual content-based episode for the first time. We're going to do an Am I the Asshole episode where we're going to be on Reddit reading Am I the Asshole segments, debating them, and comparing our results with the results on the website. Original idea. I made this up and have never heard anyone else do this.
Yeah, no one's ever done this before.
Yeah, this is revolutionary idea. All
So you
right.
guys are here for world first.
World's first Am I the Asshole segment. Am I the
Okay.
asshole for telling my girlfriend to suck it up around my clown figurines? Alright.
Okay.
Me and my girlfriend have been dating for 2 years. Since we started dating, she's known that I love clowns. I have several porcelain clowns displayed around my house on walls, hung from the ceiling on little swings and on shelves. I adore these weird little creatures. Well, last week I bought 2 Venetian masks from the thrift store and they're in great condition. She hates them. She said they're creepy and give her bad vibes, whatever that means. I told her that I would take down the masks when she's staying the night, but I'm not getting rid of them. She told me that was fine. Yesterday she got up and told me that we needed to talk. She told me she's sick of seeing my weird decorations and clown toys everywhere. They're ugly, they creep her out. I asked her where this was coming from because she never mentioned my clowns before. And she said bringing those ugly fucking masks into our home was her last straw. And my obsession with clowns was charming
Wow.
before, but now it is just disturbing.
Charming. At what point is that ever charming?
Yeah, that's. I was,
My,
she's the
my
asshole
bad.
for leading you on, bro. That ain't
Yeah,
charming
dude.
at all.
Yeah.
Okay, so um, this is his apartment. This is not their house. That's something he makes very clear. This is his apartment that she comes over and visits, right? And then she threatens either get rid of them or we're done. And the backstory,
Okay.
his grandparents had a small collection that they started for him when he was a baby. So I could assume why he has this connection to these clowns.
Yeah,
I
that's fair.
I don't know how true this is, but the way I see it, he is like, I don't know. I'm surprised he even was able to get a girlfriend.
Yeah, in the first place, right? That's a
But
little
yeah, I think it's weird. Like if I went over to somebody's house and they had clowns everywhere, I would get a little freaked out as well. But that doesn't make them an asshole.
right. No, it doesn't. I mean, the suck it up part, I guess that's kind of rude, but
It is
it's
a
your
little,
thing.
yeah.
It's your thing, though. It's really not like that rude.
If it was their house and they were married, then absolutely she would have a
Yeah,
say.
they both live there. Yeah,
But it is literally his house. She comes over and just goes, "Take it off. Take it all down now."
yeah,
It's like, you know. So, looking at this from a clown enthusiast perspective, absolutely not the asshole. And I think that everyone
yeah,
in the
no,
comment section agrees that he is not the asshole. It's just
yeah,
basically everyone saying like, yeah, this it's not about the clowns, it's about control. It's like, yeah, this bitch does not have control over you.
yeah. That was a little weird. Like, oh, if you don't get rid of the fucking clown, we're done. That's pretty intense.
Yeah,
Definitely get over that.
that's what I'm saying. I
So we're in agreement on that.
oh yeah.
What does the update say?
That's basically it. It's like she was staying in touch trying to keep up with him like she wanted to see if he would get rid of his collection if it meant keeping her. So breaking up with him was
Oh,
like a
weird.
relationship test basically.
Read
I
that.
Okay, wait. She did really hate the Venetian masks and didn't like that they are hanging above my bed.
Oh,
You're
well,
you're kind of an asshole for hanging them above your bed. You got to be fucking
that
with
is
me, dude.
like an actual Halloween decoration above your bed.
It's
Oh.
like I want to wake up and I want the first thing I see to be a clown mask.
Yeah, like okay, this guy might just be like extremely strange. Maybe shouldn't have had a girlfriend in the first place.
And maybe suck it up wasn't the best choice of words, but
Yeah,
at the same time, I mean, if you're getting bitched
but
at for
in
something that like
conclusion,
doesn't really affect the other person, like the other person
right?
can just not show up to your house.
Yeah, or
Uh,
sleep there.
and then
It's not
she's
like
testing him. They're 26 and 24-year-old people, and she's like, "Well, I'm leaving." And then she's
bye.
like peeking back in the door, like, "Is he taking the clown masks
Uh,
down? Does he really love me?" It's like
yeah,
I hate when like that fucking tests like that.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's not cool.
this guy's a little silly. He's a little goofball, but he ain't the asshole, that's for sure.
Nope.
Next,
Next one.
what you got? You want to alternate?
Sure, sure, sure. Let me look one. Okay. Okay, this one sounds funny. So my husband comes from a traditional family. Mom's a SAHM. I don't know what that is. Father was sole provider. Oh, stay at home mom.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, I was trying to
I
like
come
think.
from I come from the opposite. My mother pretty much forbade from ever being financially dependent on a man and drilled that into me early on. My husband worked hard to unlearn the values he saw replicated at home. He often more than pulled his weight, was an engaged and present father and a genuine partner. The one thing that grinds my gears is how much weight he puts on the opinions of his family. I get that we all want our parents to be proud of us, but this is too much. My in-laws are staying with us for 2 weeks. Our usual MO is I prep breakfast, we all eat lunch at work/school, and my husband makes dinner. We have a cleaner, but she's on holiday, so in the meantime, we're DIYing the cleaning where it's down to everyone to keep their space clean and common spaces we all clean. This is how we've always done it, and it worked. My in-laws hate that I'm one of those modern women. They hate that I work. They hate that I don't find my purpose in being a wife and a mother. And they hate that my husband pulls his weight at home. We spoke pretty frankly early on, where I established my boundaries and told them I won't be chastised about how I live my life in my home. When I am a guest in their home, I accommodate their ways and play the BIL they wish I was. I don't like the acronyms she's using. They're too
I
hard
don't. Yeah,
to understand.
reading Reddit shit is kind of fucking tough sometimes.
Yeah.
They just speak in acronyms.
They have, for the most part, respected this. I got home yesterday after work, tired and starving. Uh, I typically get home from 18:15 to 18:30, and we eat at 1900. I said quick hellos and ran up for a pre-dinner shower. When I came down, I went to the kitchen to help set up for dinner and found nothing ready. I asked my husband about it, and he wouldn't look at me, and his mother answered that he hadn't cooked anything. She told me I needed to do my duty as a wife and cook for the family. My coward of a husband still wasn't looking at me. I just walked away and ordered takeout. I dished up for me and my kids, and we sat at the table to eat. My husband and his parents served themselves and joined us. My mother-in-law was still going on about what was wrong with me and why I was a failure. I asked my husband if he had anything to say. He said his mother had a point and it wouldn't hurt if I acted more like a proper woman.
No way.
Nah, dude, come on.
No
And took
way.
better care of my home and children. He said tradition was tradition for a reason. That is the worst take I've ever heard. And it was
I
kind of insulting that I thought I was too good for how he was raised. This is where I might be the asshole. I told him tradition won't allow a man on 35K to support a family of five, and he was
Oh
too broke
no.
to be so sexist.
Come
He
on.
looked hurt, and I saw tears welling in his eyes. He excused himself from the table. I regret saying this in front of our children, but him saying that to me after I'm busting my ass to clean up his mess on top of having to deal with his parents was too much for me. Am I the asshole?
That's why you broke.
That's why
That
you broke,
uh,
bitch.
that yeah, that,
Yeah.
that was a shot for sure, but definitely warranted.
Oh,
I
yeah, no, like kind of just valid facts she spit right there.
She said mean things, but for good reason. Like she
Yeah,
said,
for a good reason.
my coward of a husband wouldn't even look at me.
Look at me,
And
like
I'm sitting
that's
there like,
true.
yeah, he's being a fucking coward.
I
He's
agree.
his how old are these people?
Uh, they seem older. I don't know if it directly said.
They use all those acronyms and they don't do like 26M,
Oh, they
32F.
must be military or something,
Yeah,
dude.
I don't know, but
Especially with the fucking, what is it,
the
military time? I
military
don't know.
time, yeah.
Yeah,
No, dude,
and the acronyms.
that whole family is an asshole. And like
Oh, yeah.
people just do things their own way and they make it work, and it seemed like everything was fine beforehand. They both working and everything.
Yeah, it sounded like things were going well.
And then mommy comes in and says, "No.
This ain't right.
Why ain't she mopping the floor when I show up? What's going on?" And then he's just
It's
like,
so
"Yes, mom.
strange too, dude. Probably
Yes,
because the mother's been brainwashed for so long and has had to do it herself
yeah."
for grandpa and like now wants to put that burden on everybody else because she has to have it.
Yeah.
Like, because even my grandparents, like, they are like Christian, they're definitely people who could have decided to hold those kinds of beliefs, but they don't. Because my grandma is like a normal, like rational person where she'll be like, I don't want to fucking clean the entire house by myself. like
Yeah.
like I didn't make all this mess. Why the fuck should I have to clean it up? Type shit.
Unless it's like your
And
kids, but yeah.
yeah, just fair is fair, man.
I'm gonna
Nobody
come home
wants to
from
do that.
work after making 35K a year.
After making
Slam
16 an
I'm
hour,
gonna slam 48 beers and throw them all over the floor. And if I come home and they're still there tomorrow, you're dead.
you're getting a knuckle sandwich for dinner.
Yeah, she really shot him, bro. She really hit him with the fucking.
Yeah, no, I'm
Well,
glad.
35,000 a year is not gonna cut it. So, I
Yeah.
mean, yeah,
Oh, make a little more money,
she definitely
then we can talk.
that gave context. She didn't need to include that in there. She could have just said he doesn't make any money, but it definitely gave me some context. You cannot support a family with that little money,
No.
but with two
The
people
title
working,
of it,
like you'll live.
the title of it, which I didn't read, was um, My Husband is Too Broke to Be this sexist or something.
See, that would have thrown me off.
Yeah,
I was See,
I
usually I
kept
would
it a
not be on
secret.
the side of like a girl who says that, but she is working and making her own money and supporting like they all she is doing her part for sure. Like
Oh
I've
yeah,
seen the clips online of women that are like I don't know, they're picky about how much a man makes, but they don't bring anything to the table. But
yeah.
this woman is doing her
I
part,
know.
if not more, and she's
Yeah,
getting fucking just like harassed for it.
I know what you mean there. That does happen. Where, yeah, I don't want to get into that.
Yeah.
What's your next one?
Okay. The title. Let's see. Am I the asshole for not giving my coworker a ride after he didn't spot me $1 at the vending machine?
That is just a comical title,
I know. I'm
honestly.
thinking, yeah, I'm reading this and thinking just like over $1, bro.
Asshole.
You're leaving him at work
Just
for
kidding.
a fucking dollar.
Over a
Anyways,
dollar, dude.
I usually give my coworker a ride on the way back from work, usually driving 5 miles out of my way per day to drop him off at his place because he doesn't have a car. I've been doing that for about 2 years now, and I haven't asked for anything.
Okay, wow.
He has never offered. Yesterday, I was at the vending machine and wanted a soda. I was short $1 and had left my wallet in my car. I would usually go get my wallet, but it takes forever to wait for the elevators at my workplace. So I asked if he could spot me $1 for the soda. He straight up refused and said, "Just use your own money, man. I don't really give money to friends or coworkers. Sorry." I was taken aback by that comment because I've probably spent well over $1,500 in gas over the past 2 years for this guy, and he can't even spot me $1 just this once. I got pretty upset by that, and once it hit 5, I told him I'm not giving him free rides anymore. He seemed upset and said I was petty. Am I the asshole?
Dude, honestly, I would be petty too. That's kind of fucking stupid.
I do agree that
But
it is petty, and like when reading it, I'm kind of like, yeah, like fuck that guy, because that guy is a bitch. Like I'll drive you to work for free every day for $1 for 2 years. How's that? He's like, nah, dude,
yeah,
I don't do
exactly.
handouts, bro.
No, man, too much.
No,
Like that to me is like you couldn't give me a single dollar for yeah, for giving you a ride every single
for
fucking day
two
for 2 years.
years.
That's crazy.
But there's in hidden in here. It doesn't really go too deep into it. Once it hit 5, I told him I'm not giving him rides anymore. He left him at work.
Yeah, I mean I guess that's how you do it though. Like
Yeah,
you ain't gonna be
that's
pissed at the guy and then drive him home.
that's
Unless
true.
you're a really nice person.
I think I'm overly nice. I would probably drive them home and then say, "Hey, I'm not doing this no mo." And then
Uh
but he's just like
I
he's just like I'm going to just leave you here, bro. Call an
later.
Uber. Call a fucking Uber.
Dude, to me it is I hate having to give people rides, like work, to be
If
honest.
if you have to,
I
yes, it sucks.
yeah.
If you were like obligated.
Because then you become the guy who's like, you're my ride every day.
Oh, you're the handout guy. You're the guy that gives me free stuff.
Yeah, and that's like an actual obligation to someone that I probably hardly know, but I don't want to do that.
Hey, bro, can I have a
Am I the
dollar?
asshole? Can I
Yeah,
have $1 for a soda? I'm $1 short.
I'm
Nah,
parched.
man. I don't really give money to anybody.
Use your own money, bro. What are you
Yeah,
fucking
just
broke?
use your
Says the
own
guy
money.
with no car. Fucking get it together, man.
Just use your own money that you spend on gas for me every day.
Yeah.
I
No,
know
this
you
is
got money, man.
overwhelmingly in the comments. Everyone is saying this guy is not the asshole, and it's a
Good,
pretty obvious one. But
good.
like upon reading the title, I thought He didn't give you $1, so you just didn't give him a ride.
Yeah, no, I feel like they strategically like name them like that.
Those are my favorite ones. Like the one that I read, the one that you read. My
Yeah,
broke ass
no.
husband, my broke ass husband cannot be this sexist. And I'm like, oh boy, what
He's
happened?
too broke to be so sexist.
And then she turn, and then she turns out to be this like honest woman. She's like, I work all the time and just get torn up for not cleaning the house, like doing my
Yeah,
woman duties. It's fucking crazy, dude.
that's a little ridiculous.
All right, well that concludes that one. That one's short and sweet. Go ahead.
Oh, I actually had that one on my fucking list as well.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. This one sounds like it could be funny. Do you want me to read the title or do you want me to just read
Yeah.
it?
Read the title
Okay.
and then go into it.
Am I the asshole for not telling my husband's family that I speak their language? This
No
could be
way.
really funny.
Yeah, what the fuck? Okay.
My husband, Peter, 29, and I, 27, have been married for about 3 years. We have one child together, and I was pregnant for our second. I'm Western Canadian while he was from Germany. We lived in Canada for a long time, but because of inflation, moving back to Germany seemed like a better option for us. We bought a nice house in Hanover, where Peter is from. The day after our flights to Germany, we all visited Peter's family. This was the second time I have seen them. The first was at our wedding. They greeted us and brought us from inside of the house, fussing over my son. We had dinner and soon we left the house, wanting to settle into our new home. We visited Peter's family often for the next few months, but I had started to realize that they would sometimes speak about me in German. They would make rude comments on my hair and makeup, question my fashion choices, and overall were just very unkind to me. They also said mean things about my pregnant belly, which I was already insecure about. I ended up talking to my husband about this. I told him that I didn't like the way they were treating me. I said that I hated how my every choice was judged. He told me that he would talk to his family. The next time that we went to his parents' house, there were no more mean comments. For about 3 months, it was like nothing ever happened. I gave birth to a perfect baby girl that we named Lilith. Peter's family was very upset when they heard the name. If you didn't know, Lilith means ghost or of the night. We didn't pick this name because of its meaning, but because it is a name that every girl in my family has had for many years. My middle name is Lilith, along with my mom's and my grandma's, and even my great grandma's. For a
Hmm.
while, I didn't visit my in laws. I didn't want to hear them talk about how I shouldn't have named my daughter Lilith. But yesterday, we saw them again. It was my mother-in-law's birthday. As soon as we showed up, things started to go badly. Everybody wanted to hold Lilith, which made my mother-in-law upset because people weren't paying attention to her and made me overwhelmed. I didn't want people holding her. I was going through a pretty bad postpartum depression and it was still pretty early to see people. I let people look at her but declined when anybody asked to hold her. During dinner, I heard my sister-in-law talking to my mother-in-law in German. I heard her complaining about how she couldn't hold my baby. My sister-in-law even had the audacity to call me, and I quote, a fat, ugly, hokey addict. I
Wow.
turned, I don't even know what hokey means.
I don't know, but fat ugly is that's enough
Pretty
for
harsh,
me.
man. That is
Yeah.
some anger. I turned to my sister-in-law and mother-in-law and told them off in German. I basically said that I have always known what they have said about me, but calling me names was the last straw. I also mentioned how I have known German for almost my whole life. The table instantly blew up. People were yelling at me because apparently this was all my fault. I left with Peter. We haven't talked to them since. So am I the asshole?
No.
Definitely not.
I don't think so. I think in that case specifically, hiding that you know the language could be
Was
seen
for
that
the
way.
best.
But yeah, that is a superpower that
Yeah.
I wouldn't even blow up and tell them that.
Hell no. Yeah, I know.
I would probably just blow up on them in English. But like that like to know what they think of you like that is crazy.
I mean, I feel like at that point she had gotten enough info to where it was okay, and I feel like at some point it's like to truly like fucking embarrass and like cause some sort of emotional like distress for them, which I would definitely want to do after they did all that.
Yeah, the
Like
parents
to
definitely
tell
went
them
into like
would be a dub power move.
yeah, the parents definitely went into defense mode where they started blaming her for them making fun of her for no reason.
Yeah,
Like,
that's crazy.
it's your
That's some
fault.
boomer shit,
I
bro.
wouldn't have said anything if I knew you knew my language.
Yeah, I
I would
wouldn't
have
have
just
talked
talked
shit
behind your
about you,
back.
and yeah, I wouldn't have talked shit about you in front of you.
I don't think there is a world where anyone thinks this woman is the asshole. I think that,
No.
I mean, some people would probably want to be closer with their significant other's parents, but
Yeah, but not in this
not
case.
when they treat you
Uh,
like that. Just like, why does she dress like that? Why does her
yeah,
makeup
it's
look like shit?
just not good people.
I know it's not my baby, but you actually can't name her that. That's really stupid.
Yeah,
That means of the night, like demons.
at, hey, at the very least, it does sound like the lady's husband, not like the last husband. He did say something and his family stopped for a while, which honestly, after that, how do you not pick up on the fact that she can understand
That's what
what
I
you're
was
saying?
wondering. That was my first thought. Is like he confronts his parents like, "Hey, my girlfriend heard you speaking that language and got really offended by what you said." And they're like, "Okay, at
Yeah.
least she doesn't know the language though."
Yeah.
It's like,
He just probably like my girlfriend doesn't like that you're doing that. And they don't stop to think like, how does she know
we'll just take
we
a
did that?
hiatus. We'll just stop like
Yeah.
talking shit for like 6 months,
Take a break.
and then maybe she'll forget German by then.
Yeah, maybe she'll stop like knowing German.
What? You heard me say all these evil things, and you actually knew the language?
Oh my god.
What the freak?
It's all your fault.
Is there any comments that say that she is the
Let me see.
asshole, or is it overwhelmingly just like,
Oh, overwhelmingly not the
yeah, I think
asshole. There
that one's a
used to
home
be
run.
like a thing they put in here where it would show like a vote. I mean, it's at the top of the post, but I wanted to see the vote to see if anybody said she was the asshole.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was looking for. Like, I want to see, like, I know which ones are asshole and not the asshole, but I kind of want to like see the
I want to see
fucking.
someone who disagrees with us.
I want to see like a pie chart.
Yeah, of what people think.
Yeah. All right, you ready for the next?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. Am I the asshole? My boyfriend's mom is mad at me for cleaning her kitchen.
Okay.
Me and my boyfriend have been together for about a year, and I've gotten comfortable with his mom. Last night, I decided to clean the kitchen for her as I had to wait for the pizza to cook in the oven that my boyfriend had put in, but he had to go back upstairs to be on his game, so I watched for it to be ready. Once the pizza was finished, I had washed and put away all of the dishes. After we ate, he decided to help me clean the rest of the kitchen, which was just wiping down the counters. It was about midnight when we finished, and I stayed the night. This morning at 7:30 a.m., I got a call from my mom saying that my boyfriend's mom had texted her that she wanted me to go home and to not clean. And I told my boyfriend about it, and he said that last night before he came back downstairs, she had asked him to tell me to go home, which he did not tell me about until this morning.
Huh.
His mom is
All
very
right.
upset with me that I stayed and kept her up all night with me and with my boyfriend, or with me and my boyfriend's cleaning. It says with my and my boyfriend's cleaning. That fucked up my head. I feel
Mm,
terrible
yeah, I
about
know.
it. In my mind, I was just doing something nice. I didn't realize that she would be so upset, but it is also my fault for being slightly noisy while doing the dishes. Is it my fault or my boyfriend's fault for not telling me that she didn't want me to clean and wanted me to go home, or is she just overreacting?
Uh, Dang, that's actually a little bit,
This one's got some layers to it.
yeah, kind of hard to answer. I think maybe this is a weird scenario where like the mom could have like maybe went and talked to her about
Yeah, wait.
that.
That didn't even cross my mind.
Like
Is her
maybe
mom
just
like
tell
bedridden?
her.
Uh,
Yeah, like what?
Genuinely like so scared of human contact. Text the boyfriend to tell her
Yeah,
to go
text
home.
the girl's own mother and
Yeah.
then ask your son, like,
What
dude,
kind of
just
world do we live in?
I don't know.
So let's say we live 20 minutes away, right?
Yeah.
This mother is going to text the mother that's 20 minutes away to text this daughter that is with the other mother to go home. Or
Yeah.
you could take 5 steps out of your fucking bedroom
Yeah.
and say something.
Like clearly you're awake now. You were woken up. Like just get the fuck up.
Anyways, the boyfriend. So like some of the layers to this. The boyfriend knew that night that the mom wanted her to go home, but he didn't tell her.
Yeah, that's a kind of a dumb move.
It's a little dumb. And then the mom got mad at the girlfriend for not going home when it was the boyfriend who didn't tell her.
Yeah.
I think that the intentions of this girl were good, and like the mother took everything possible the wrong way,
Yeah.
handled it horribly, and like the girlfriend was just trying to clean the kitchen, maybe made a little more noise than they should have. And it was like midnight. Anyways, I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't think that this person is the asshole for
Yeah,
cleaning
me
the
neither
kitchen.
actually. Like clearly she was trying to do like a nice right thing, you know? Like she wasn't trying to fucking make noise and wake up the mother or whatever.
Yeah, and but there is a side to this. Like it's not her responsibility to clean the kitchen. The mom didn't ask her to clean the kitchen, and it's not her house, so she has to
Yeah,
be
but that
quiet
doesn't
and
make her an
respectful.
asshole, dude.
Right, but she has to be quiet and respectful at nighttime. Like be quiet while the person who owns the house is sleeping. I get that. But maybe tell them like, "Hey, I don't know if you know you're being loud, but you're being loud." And they'll be like, "I'm
Yeah,
sure
just say
in this
something.
case she would have been like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know. I'm sorry. I'll quiet down." But
I feel like Reddit got it wrong this time.
Reddit said that she was the asshole.
When in fact, not the asshole.
Let's read this one. Honey, you managed to clean so loudly that you kept her up till midnight. You are absolutely 100% in the wrong here. And honestly, I find it pretty shocking that you could imagine that you aren't. You've really got to be extraordinarily inattentive and clumsy to clean dishes that loudly. When you're doing things after someone has gone to bed, you need to be very conscious of the noise you're making.
Oh wow, thanks, Redditor.
Yeah, you're a super genius. I
Yeah.
mean, how do you, I don't know, what if the walls are made of fucking paper and the bedroom is right above the
Or
kitchen?
the this mom sounds like a fucking pussy ass annoying bitch who is just like maybe hearing a very little noise and is making a big deal out of it.
Yeah, she ever heard of fucking headphones?
Yeah.
Or maybe like lay your fucking head on a pillow or something
No,
sideways so
she
you don't
needs
hear
it
it?
like soundproof negative noise around to where it drives you to insanity.
Yeah, I think that Reddit fucking got it wrong. And
Yeah, no,
that
that
one that I
bitch
just read is
comment it
just
made me
not,
angry.
that is just not reading.
Nope,
They didn't
nope.
read it. Like, I don't know. Not enough of a warning from the mother. I know she tried by texting her boyfriend and her mother, but like, dude, give me a break, man. Walk
Yeah,
downstairs and fucking
seriously,
say
dude.
like,
Yeah.
"Hey, quiet down."
Yeah, I don't know how you managed to not get up until midnight and just ask her to stop, and then you, like,
Regardless,
turned it into a bigger deal than it is.
yeah. Regardless, though, the boyfriend should have told her.
Yeah, that guy's stupid.
He is dumb. I think that honestly, I think out of everybody, this girl that wrote this is the least in the wrong.
Yeah, yeah, honestly,
It's like,
like, not even just saying that, like,
yeah, it's like
trying to do a nice thing.
I told my let's say I was at my girlfriend's house. I told my girlfriend I was gonna make an apple pie at like 10 o'clock at night, and she said okay. And her mother texted her and said, "I hate apple pie and I hate the smell. Do not." And she didn't tell me. So I all I know is okay. Like let's do it. So I do
Yeah,
it,
exactly.
and then the mom gets mad at me. That's kind of like I don't know. I didn't know, I didn't know, or she didn't
Yeah,
know that cleaning the kitchen was that loud.
right. And again, let me remind you, it's like she was trying to be the opposite of an asshole in this situation
She
and
was
just
trying to
clean the
help.
kitchen. Yeah. And everybody's like, "You fucking dumb idiot."
How did you manage to clean the
Yeah,
dishes so
how'd you make that much
loudly? Yeah,
noise?
come on, man.
Yeah,
Fuck
dude, like,
you.
reading that, I could sense some sort of, like, mental illness in that person.
Yeah, fucking dumbass. I'm not with Reddit on that one.
No,
All right,
disagree.
next.
No, next. Let's see. What are we cooking? Oh, this one could be a little bit funny. All right. Am I the asshole for laughing in my cousin's face when she tried to stage an intervention for my drug use?
No, no way.
I, 27, have a condition which causes me to overproduce earwax. I don't tell people about it because I was bullied for it growing up. Only my wife and parents know. Every other day, I have to put medication in each ear, let it sit, then flush it out with a rubber tipped syringe. This prevents ear infections, vertigo, permanent hearing loss, and worsening of my tinnitus. I have dealt with all of these things to some extent, so I stay on top of my eardrop regimen. If my alarm goes off when I am with others, I go to the bathroom for 20 minutes and knock it out. If I don't follow my schedule, I forget, so I can't put it off. 2 weeks ago, my mom hosted family dinner. My cousin Cara, 37, saw me waltz off to the bathroom to do my thing, syringe in hand.
Oh, I see
And
where this is going.
yeah, this is gonna be funny. And asked what I was doing. I just said I said just a minor medical thing. She kept pushing, but I didn't want to say anything because she gossips. I told her it's personal and scooted past. When I left, she was standing in the hallway. She asked what took so long and why the toilet didn't flush. He told you what it was. I said none of her business. She said she didn't mean to offend. Last weekend, my friend called me to invite me out to lunch with some buddies. He said to meet up at his house so we wouldn't have to drive separately. I arrive at his house to find Kara and my friends sitting solemnly on the couch. Kara said they were here to talk about my problem and they just wanted to help. I said there is no problem. Suddenly it clicked in my head about what this was. I couldn't help but laugh a little bit out of shock. She asked what was so funny, and I said, "First of all, why didn't you talk to my wife or my parents?" She said she didn't want to involve my enablers. Dude, come on.
Oh
Which
my
just made me
god.
laugh harder. She looked annoyed and said she was done trying to help. I said that's all right by me. She stormed out. I explained to my friends they knew I have a condition but never pressed me on it. I guess when Kara approached them, they thought I was lying. Obviously, I'd rather they know than worry about me being an addict when I'm not. I thanked them for their support anyways. Kara had apparently reached all of my friends through my social media. We all got a good hearty laugh out of it, which Kara must have heard because she was of course eavesdropping. She burst back in and told me to tell them the truth, to which I said I did. My friend kicked her out. We went to lunch and I thought that was that. My mom called me yesterday and told me she had talked to Kara about the whole thing and explained. She said Kara was very upset with me and essentially called me an asshole for not explaining and laughing in her face and embarrassing her. I said I was embarrassed and that Kara had no right to my info. I think she shouldn't go around snooping and making assumptions. My mom still thinks I should apologize. Um,
Who is Kara to this guy?
his cousin, who's like 37 years old.
Yeah, she's pressing a little hard for an assumption, in my opinion.
Dude, yeah, it's because she wants to like gossip. She wants this to be a whole thing.
Yeah, I think the way that I like imagine this is this guy like arms at his sides, leans in, cackling in her face, like spit flying out of his mouth, just because she's like,
Dropping onto her face.
yeah, you have a drug problem, and he's just like cleaning
Yeah,
his fucking
we're
ears
all
out.
here for your drug problem,
It's like,
man.
yeah, my rubber tipped syringe with fucking water in it. Like,
Oh, is that what it was?
yeah, she saw the syringe and thought that he was like doing a heroin or something.
Doing heroin in the bathroom? Yeah, dude, the
Holy.
family function just ain't lively enough.
That was a good fucking story. I like that one,
Yeah, I
but
like
it's
that
so
one.
obvious. Like, I mean, it is a simple solution on his part. He could just say, like, hey, it's not drugs. I'm cleaning my ears. Like, I just don't want to talk about
I mean,
my.
it became a huge problem before he even had the chance to like say that, I think.
Yeah, she didn't like ask him much. She pressed a little at the like family function in front of
Right.
everybody, which like you don't want to like,
Yeah,
hello
exactly.
everybody,
That
I
I
have a
get why he didn't
condition
say
where
anything.
my ears
Yeah.
produce lots of earwax, and
Yeah.
just like
You
blabber.
don't
No,
want to see these things, that's for sure.
and then instead of like calling him or going by herself to like ask him about it, she's like organized this like
Yeah,
intervention.
dude, like you stalk his social media, get a bunch of his friends. That's I like hope this isn't real because
She
that is
probably
embarrassing, dude.
she probably went to her family members like, he's doing heroin. Everyone
Yeah.
come with me. She like probably manipulated all these people
Oh yeah.
to think bad things.
That's
Yeah,
like
fuck this lady.
yeah. I want to like say that she's not an asshole for maybe like on the surface what this was for because
Just sort of caring, seeming like
yeah,
she's
but it's
caring.
like yeah, seeming is what I would probably guess it is. But in
Yeah,
this
but
case, it's just like annoying, dude. You cause like so much trouble and you got your own karma.
I guess there. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's some backstory. Maybe she had a family member that was into heroin, and so she had like, I don't know. When she saw him with the
That's
syringe, she
true.
had like
Just extra sensitive,
bad
maybe.
reaction. She was sensitive to it. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's more things that could sort of sway my opinion on this. I don't think she's an asshole. I think she's kind of like just dumb for not
Yeah,
like
just
handling it differently
yeah,
before.
is what I would say as
But
well.
it's definitely not him because I would be I would be laughing in her fucking
I
face.
would, yeah, I would laugh too. I'd be like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
It is quite funny. So I would be
Yeah,
fucking yeah.
agreed.
That's that. What did the comments say for that one?
They
Or what was the consensus?
overwhelmingly said not an asshole.
Yeah, I had figured that much.
She owes you a major apology as spreading untrue information about a possible drug addiction could have caused you to be harmed. What if somebody shared this information with your employer, depending on your profession?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that would be bad. Very bad.
At least she didn't take it there.
Yeah.
All right. I got one. My
All
roommate's
right, let's go.
mom My roommate's mom banged on my door when I had a guy over and said, "Shut
Oh,
the
I had this
fuck
one.
up." Did you read it?
No.
Okay. I live in a college apartment with three other roommates. The roommate who lives right next to me had her mom stay the weekend with her in her room. Tonight I had a guy over and nothing crazy happened. Around 5 a.m. we started to fool around. The mom then bangs on my door and says, "Can y'all shut the fuck up?" Mind you, we aren't making much noise. All we're really doing is making out, no sex. Also, in the past, when I've had company, I've asked my roommate if she could hear me and my guests, and she has said that she cannot hear us. So am I the asshole for having a guy over and making noise while her mom is staying over?
Oh, damn. Okay. This one's another complicated one, I think, of where like it is her house and she's allowed to do what she wants. But if it were me, I would I would definitely not be doing that while my friend's mom is like clearly sounds like they're like through the fucking paper thin wall
Yeah, but the
or
roommate
something.
never hears them. So
I
maybe
feel like that was a lie or something. Because there, if the mom somehow heard that and they're just like not even really doing anything, that's
either a lie
I don't
or
know.
maybe the mom is sleeping in like a
In
living
the kit
room
or the
or the
yeah.
kitchen, yeah, like on the
Yeah, the
counter
kitchen.
or in the pantry or something. I don't know. But uh I I agree that like I would probably be a little more considerate of like a guest at
Yeah,
5 in the morning, but also
yeah.
it's not
I mean,
like
dude,
you know
a
you
shut the fuck up ain't that bad, right? She can call you an asshole.
true, but could you imagine somebody's letting you stay in their house and you
Yeah,
act like you make the rules and go
yeah,
bang on their door telling them in their own home to shut the fuck up?
yeah. That is true. Actually, I don't like that either.
I think that this person is okay, it's a college apartment. You're staying in a college apartment at 5 in the morning. What do you
Dude.
really expect?
Yes, agreed. But what was
Oh no, the mom stay the weekend in her room with her.
no way.
So the roommate didn't care. And it sounds like this person has done things more than just making out in that room.
Yeah.
But yeah, these people were
So
just,
there's no like wall dividers, nothing?
well, there's a wall, I'm definitely sure. But the roommate that they live with has never complained and even said, "You guys aren't loud." So they had the clarification, and then they got, "Can y'all shut the fuck up?" from a guest.
Hmm.
I think this mother is a
I
bitch.
don't yeah. Yeah, the mother is probably the asshole here.
That's what I think.
I
Could
don't think this person, the writer, meant any harm.
I think it is, it's mildly inconsiderate by the person,
Yeah.
but at the same time, to their knowledge, from that room, they cannot hear them.
Right. Right.
That's what they know. And the mom didn't even start by like, "Hey, could you guys keep it down?" Or it's like, "Hey, I can hear you guys. It's
Yeah.
5 in the morning. I'm trying to sleep."
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, just banging on the door. But okay,
Yeah, I
the edit.
rescind my prior statement. It
Yeah,
shut the fuck up's pretty extreme
the edit
for
says,
this situation.
since a lot of people are commenting it, yes, we were probably a tad bit louder than I had originally thought, but there definitely wasn't any extreme moaning or super egregious sounds. No bed or walls shaking. I was mostly taken aback by how she approached me, but it's on me for making noise. From now on, I will definitely be more cautious of bringing guests when my roommate has her parents.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah, no, I don't
it's
think
not. Yeah, I mean, I guess like people are making this girl feel bad, but at the same time, it's your fucking place.
yeah,
And the person that you live with doesn't have a problem with you. It's just the guest that was staying there for a bit.
right.
Stay up till
I don't
5 in the
that's
morning, fucking making out. It's just what you do, I guess.
yeah,
You can do whatever you want in your own home.
right.
Yeah, not the asshole. I
Not the
agree.
asshole.
I agree with fucking Reddit.
Me too. How many more do you want to do?
Um, let's see. Maybe like one more. Do you have a
One
good
more?
one you want to end it out on?
Let me see. I actually don't. Because you've read two of mine.
Okay.
I don't have any left.
Um. Oh, I went down the rabbit hole on this, so I got a few.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay, I got this one. Literally a couple hours ago. I saw this one like when I woke up. Okay. Am I the asshole for not defending my girlfriend when my sisters called her toxic? For context, I'm in a relatively new relationship. My partner was once friends with my ex. Me and my ex ended on bad terms and it was a pretty toxic relationship. My partner and my ex have recently become friends again, and I wasn't honestly okay with that, but my partner seemed persistent about it. A while ago, we were clearing out my childhood room and I found a shirt that was obviously a woman's shirt, and I assumed it was my ex's, and I was like, oh, that's awkward. Do you want it? And my partner said yes, gave us a giggle, and we moved on with our lives. Now they've become friends again, and my partner asked about my ex's shirt, and she said it wasn't hers, which obviously made me worry because she
Oh
was
God.
asking if I'd had any girls over. So I assumed she was accusing me of cheating, and my ex was putting these thoughts into her head. So I asked my three sisters who lived with me at the time if it was theirs, and in the end, it was one of theirs. But in the process, they all said it was pretty toxic and psycho what my partner was doing, and I didn't defend her because I didn't know if I had agreed or not. Now, my partner recently went through my phone while I was sleeping and found those messages because she
Whoa.
was wondering if it really was one of my sisters or not. And she now insists I go back and defend her to my sisters, which I won't be doing. Am I the asshole?
No, I don't think so. I think that's it's all really weird on the girlfriend's part.
This bitch is kind of crazy, man.
Yeah.
I read one of the comments earlier and somebody was like, are you sure it's your ex that was crazy?
Yeah. I mean, yeah,
Why?
it sounds like I thought it was going to turn into a story of like the ex manipulating this person, but I just said, sounds like all they did was say no, like that's not my shirt.
Yeah, and it kind of made it seem like that. But then it threw a curveball
Uh-huh.
at the end and was like, yeah, my sister said she's toxic and psycho. And I didn't defend her because I don't want to, and I'm not going to. And to
Yeah.
an extent, you do defend your significant
I mean,
other.
but it's like kind of true though.
Yeah, but
Kind
that's
of,
that's exactly what this person's saying. They're like, uh, I don't know if I agree or not. Or
I mean, she did like go through your phone
that's the
while you were
part
fucking sleeping.
that's the part that sold me. Because for
Yep.
most of this,
Yeah.
I was like, I understand like some suspicion, but like, and asking about it, it makes sense. You know, there's a girl's shirt in your room. But once they tell you like it was my sister's, I gave it back. You can ask her. Like she lives here.
Yeah.
Um, Instead of doing that, they do the fucking they do the thing and go through your phone while you're sleeping. That is a pet peeve of mine.
Yeah.
Talk to me. Don't go through my personal shit. That's like that is the worst thing you can do, I think, in this
It's
situation.
just like no trust there.
And why do you have to be friends with their ex?
Yeah, that's also weird. Like, are you stupid? You actually dumb?
Like I don't know.
That just complicates things, like in a very weird way.
And I could see a lot of stuff happening behind the scenes with these two girls.
Oh
Like,
yeah, depending on if the last person really was crazy.
yeah, they ended on bad terms and now they're fucking friends. Like now you're dating her friend.
Yeah, great idea,
I
lady.
don't understand. I don't understand the thought process, but I think that this person is not the asshole absolutely,
Agreed.
because like to an extent you want to defend your significant other, and maybe what the sisters said wasn't very nice, like you're a psycho. She's toxic.
Yeah,
But
but I guess it must feel nice to have somebody like defend you.
Yeah, maybe like
in
somebody
that
who defends
sense.
this person. It doesn't seem like this person knows the gravity of like they are so insecure and don't trust you enough to like search your private messages and shit.
Yeah,
Like they're gonna catch you and be a detective and get down to the bottom of
gonna
this.
get you.
Even though the problem was already solved. It's like, oh yeah, the shirt I found was my sister's. It's like,
Yeah,
what the fuck are you doing in their phone?
just kid. Like I could see the thought like kind of getting stuck in your head though, and you can't like get over it.
Yeah.
You just like have to know or something. That doesn't
And
mean she's like not crazy.
and to act on that,
Yeah.
you have to jump to the worst possible action you could do instead of just like, hey, I'm feeling a little like insecure. I don't know for sure about this, and I just want you to like
Yeah,
reassure me
that's
about it,
true.
rather than what if he's sneaking around?
How's she
What if
sneaking around?
what if he's sneaking around with other girls and stuff? I'm gonna check his phone to find
Yeah,
out.
it's probably even better to just like ask up front.
If I'm this girl, I'm not admitting that I went through the phone though. I'm gonna like,
Yeah,
I didn't find nothing, so I'm putting that shit down and going back to bed.
yeah,
Like, yeah.
yeah. Like, okay, suspicion confirmed. Shouldn't do that again.
But then, yeah,
Or I
and
mean,
that's why you don't do
unconfirmed.
this. That's why you don't do this, because she found the messages where it was her sisters or his sisters saying like she's kind of psycho for not believing
Yeah,
you or
now
whatever.
it's biting you in the ass. Like,
Yeah, now you heard that, and then
yeah, when you could
she
have just asked.
she
It's
hit him
like,
with the, "Is this really one of your sisters that you're
oh
talking
no,
to?"
did he? Oh no way.
Yeah,
That's
after finding those
that's just
messages. It's like you can't do that, dude. You go into looking through someone's phone and you're just like, anything I see that could even be slightly
yeah.
like I need to have something. I need something to use against
Only
them, or I did this horrible thing for no reason. Horrible breach of
only
trust for no reason.
things that confirm my insecure suspicion are true. It's
Yeah.
like how this bitch mind works.
It's like, oh, he's just texting his sister about it and it's his sister's shirt. Okay. Is this really your sister? Or is this some other bitch,
Is
huh?
this real?
Is this some other
Yeah,
bitch?
like okay, crazy. Get
Get a
away
hold of
from
yourself, man. Well,
freakazoid.
we are under an hour. I have one more I
We
kind of.
are?
Yeah, we are at
Oh, okay.
56 minutes. I can read off one more real quick. Just this is a short one
Okay.
just to fill
You're
some
down.
time. Um yeah, I went kind of overboard. I just started like I got him last night after I edited the other pod, and then like this morning I woke up and I was like, I wonder if there's any more bangers cuz it's kind of fun to read these.
It is fun. I've just had my fill of every like popular subreddit because I just browse the main fucking Reddit
Yeah.
sometimes.
That's what's good about my situation. I don't go on Reddit ever.
Yeah,
But
no, that
like
is nice.
this is a new thing for me.
New,
So I'm like reading them. I'm like, "Oh, this is kind of good. I get some
is
tea.
juicy.
Just some juicy info on random people."
Yeah, I've heard everything through fucking Reddit. Every scenario imaginable.
Okay, so this one is it seems kind of controversial in my opinion, but it seems like everyone comes to a similar conclusion. Am I the asshole for ignoring my friend's calls because he's always negative? I have a
Hmm.
friend who constantly calls me, but every time we talk, he says really negative things. He talks about how we're never going to get good jobs, how he can't get girls,
Hello.
and how other people are doing better. I try to stay positive, but it's draining. I've started ignoring his calls because I just can't deal with all the negativity anymore. Am I in the wrong for distancing myself?
No, I don't think so. I think that's also a hard conversation to have with someone.
Yeah. I
Like,
think that kind of person gets old to hang out with real quick.
yeah,
It's like, obviously, there's an extent where if this person is like just having a bad day and they want to talk about it, like, yeah, you listen to it as a friend.
yeah,
You stick with them, you stick up for them, you hang out, be there for them. But if every conversation you have with someone is just like, hey man, I
The
woke up
worst.
this morning and just like thought about how like no bitches, no money, and
No,
uh, I
never have anything.
I have nothing and I'll never get better. And he's like, hey man, it's gonna be okay. We're gonna do fine. No,
Hell
no,
no.
be sad with me.
Be
You
sad,
as
God.
well. We are never going to get good jobs. I just want to
Yeah,
make that clear.
you're in this too, dude.
You're in
Not
this
just
too,
me.
buddy.
I
We're
feel like
both
it's that like
pathetic.
I don't know why this reminds me of this, but the have you seen the memes where it's like when you get found or your friend when you get found in hide and seek, where they're like they get them, they're like, "Oh shit, they found us," and you're like hiding somewhere they haven't found you yet, but your friend's like, "They found us," and
Oh,
kind of like brings you out and like with them.
yeah. There's like the
I
videos
don't
of
know why
like
that.
the cops pull up at someone's house, and one of the guys is hiding in the curtains, and the other guy's like under the bed, and they open the curtains, and
Yeah,
then
no.
he like, or no, they go look under the bed, and they find the guy, and then he like rips the curtains open, and he goes, "They found us, bro."
Yeah, that's kind of what that just reminds me of.
Yeah. Uh, so a lot of people in the comments are saying like, "Have you ever voiced this to him, telling him you're trying to stay positive?"
Dude, what do you think a person like this is gonna react like when you say that?
Yeah. Well, let's
It's not
let's.
gonna like be like an understanding.
It's like, yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe I am a little fucking Debbie Downer all the time.
Yeah, I think you're right. I'm gonna stop doing
I had
that.
a really
Like
good
that
day
stuff.
today and just wanted to be angry, so I started feeling bad for myself for something that
Yeah.
happened 10 years ago. I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's not how it goes.
But yeah, he says, me and our mutual friend have told him several times that his constant negativity isn't healthy. I have supported him many times in many problems, and I know he won't do it back for me. Still, I do it. It's been
Oh
months.
wow.
I'm telling him the same thing, so at last I had decided not to pick up his calls. I think
Yeesh.
that's easily valid. Like being just like I don't want to talk to this person anymore. They make me feel sad all the time. I'll have good days
Yeah.
and they'll just unload like nothing on me and like no reason to be sad, but it's just bad vibes.
Yeah. And you did your only moral obligation you had of like talking
Listen,
to him.
listen to them for years now.
Well, that too, yeah.
Yeah, and this person says a good friend sticks around for the good days and bad days, but if every day is a bad day, I can't help anymore. Comments saying you should talk to them about yada yada. Sometimes it doesn't work that way. If somebody commits their life outlook to constantly being hateful and not caring for advice or support at all certain point, it's not or at a certain point, it's not your job to beg them to stop.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean
Yeah,
you
you
can't
just
really
don't like the
sometimes you can't
person.
talk it out of people.
Nope.
And unfortunately those people are self-destructive. It's like
Oh yeah.
I have
Yeah, no,
I have
yeah, it's
5
pretty
friends.
sad.
I'm sad to them all the time. 3 of them leave. Now I have something else to be sad about because my
Yeah,
friends don't talk to me anymore. I'm going to talk to my other 2 friends about that. Those 2 friends leave.
the
Why does the world hate me?
self-fulfilling prophecy.
Why is the world so against me?
Why is the so oh, everything's against me and it's not my fault.
Anyways, if you guys are sad, any listeners out there are sad, um you should feel terrible about that. No, being
Yeah,
sad is wrong. Don't talk to your friends. Don't be a burden.
ever.
It's a terrible thing to do. Yeah.
Just
If you
kidding.
ever have a bad day, just smile through it. That's the moral of the
Remember
story.
that. No, just kidding. Don't do that
Don't do
actually.
that. Don't take any
If be a
advice.
normal person, talk to your mom, talk to your dad,
And don't
talk
dwell
to
on
whoever you
shit
have.
forever.
Yeah, yeah,
Fucking
for real. Yeah,
you have like
that's
numbered days on this earth, man. Make them
right.
count.
Yeah, you don't want to spend them doing that.
Yeah, this guy is not the asshole. His friend is the asshole.
Oh
Done.
yeah,
Done deal.
done deal.
Anyways, I'm ready to cut this one out.
Me too.
Let's call
I
it a
gotta get
day.
ready for work.
Yeah, you do that. I'm going to edit this probably one of the next few days, and then I guess I'll speak to you in a few days for our yapping podcast.
Hell yeah.
All right, let's. I
Good
think we
shit.
should do the horror stories next week because I've been
Oh,
looking
I'm
forward to
down.
that, and
I'm
I'm
down.
already reading them because I'm excited.
Fuck it. I'll get on it
Yeah.
too.
All right. Well, stay tuned for the horror podcast and more Yapcast. My girlfriend is FaceTiming me on cue. All right. Bye
All
bye.
right. See ya.